He didn't want him dead. He wanted him in jail.
But then on one documentary, I saw that in the hotel room on the way to that party, to the supposed after party or whatever, he was talking about opening death row
East, and Pac was supposed to be in charge of it.
That's why I was like,
but
why
Pac didn't want to deal with Suge no more.
So Pac, they said that Pac had wanted to leave.
Yes.
But Suge said,
okay, I'm gonna give you
I'm
this.
gonna give you this.
Shit.
And he was like, yes, yeah.
Okay, I'll make you a boss.
Yeah.
And this will make you want to stay down.
Yeah. That's they said that's why that one album wasn't done. He was trying to get up out of there.
Yeah.
He was getting them albums done quick.
Right.
And I wonder what was the plan?
Because, you know, with being on the record label, he was giving up some of them royalties. He like, my name is my name. I could go do this on my own.
But
Dre had left.
I didn't even know about doing independent shit back then.
No, but Dre had left. So he could have went with Dre.
Dre did leave.
Mm-hmm. So he could have went. He could have went there. He was Tupac at that point. He could have had any producer he wanted. He could have had any record label he wanted. He could have wrote his own check at that point.
Yeah.
Oh. I guess Suge said, no, you still owe us.
Yeah, that's right. Let's make it
It was getting to be a little bit more than he probably.
I think that he bargained for.
Yeah.
He wanted to do the acting a lot.
But I feel like that was the same thing with him and Big. Because Big was trying to start his own record label because with Junior Mafia and all that.
And then he was like,
huh?
You shall not be going
You
anywhere.
going where?
But I still think they lose more money with them going than they do with them alive. So I kind of feel like, but I think it was mistakes. They say the Big should never been in LA at that time. It was too hot. He should have been in LA and they had not paid the tariff to be out there protected. They had not, and that is exactly what happened. They knew you gotta pay to be in the West.
Yeah,
it's
especially at that time.
At that time, you gotta pay to be protected. And they said Diddy used to be looking at niggas like, I ain't paying you
shit. Nothing.
And they was like, oh, all right.
Yep.
Niggas got to go now.
It was. Ooh,
no, like you had to. Imagine. This nigga it was more like he was mocking the West being out there.
Yeah.
Pocket just got killed.
Yeah.
He was more or less saying, fuck y'all, what's your name?
And had just dropped going back to Cali like.
Sir, like this ain't stay home for a little bit.
Yeah, it was rough.
So I think people took that real personal. People really thought that he was behind Pac's murder.
That was just such a crazy time.
Such a crazy era. It was like Wild Wild West type.
Yeah.
Because he pretty much owned the police there.
Yeah.
Suge now?
Yep.
Yeah, people paid off.
It was bad.
I know Pac was probably like, I gotta get the hell out of here. Like,
yeah, but even the whole when they jumped the dude in Vegas, like just that whole gang mentality.
And that's that's the West.
Don't y'all feel like it was very strange that all the changes with his security detail at the time, they were told not to bring any guns. They had to leave their guns in the vehicle on the other side of the casino. So
I didn't even know that. That was in the documentary.
Yeah.
Okay.
When they went to run
that.
out the door, their cars were in a totally different place.
So that's why they couldn't follow Suge and.
No, is this Pop? This is Pop. Okay.
Yeah.
Because they got killed kind of in the car driving somewhere else.
Yeah.
So they didn't have
I literally, so we were walking around Vegas.
Isn't it crazy that girl got that picture of him
right before?
I think that is the craziest
thing. But that
street,
day. And that's what she was talking about, like, where that street where they was pulling out from parking at isn't even on the main strip. It's around the corner. That's how far their vehicles was. So we were walking around Vegas, and we just happened to turn a corner, and I had been to Vegas so many times, I just never thought about where Pac got shot. And we just turned the corner, I was like, what's all this graffiti and all these signatures?
And then got a sign right there.
Yeah, yep. So then it's right on the corner on the backside off the strip, and we were just like, oh, dang. And this was like 2015, it just kind of hit us like, oh, this is weird. And it's marked.
It was funneled that way.
Yeah.
Because the way they had the barricades and all of that, they had to go a certain way.
And
Orlando said, nigga not finna jump me. I mean, it made sense. I mean, it all makes sense. And they niggas got jumped and they immediately hopped in the whip like we about to. Let's ride. I mean, everything added up. That's why I was like, they made a conspiracy or nothing. Like it added up.
Yeah.
A nigga gets jumped. I mean, it was like 30 niggas whooping his ass.
Yeah.
You're gonna. And it was a gang beat. It was some gang shit.
Yeah.
They gonna follow up. That's why what's the conspiracy here?
And that's my thing is I never understood because Pop came up so conscious and everything to even fall into that gang.
But he was doing that shit
culture.
early. Remember that shooting that happened where that child got killed at that event?
Yeah, but he wasn't in the gang culture. He just was at the event.
But he was just, I think he's been so affiliated with that. Like, he came up, the way he did. He just happened to be a sensitive dude. He can write poetry.
Workout Wednesday. Get your wellness on. Brother Benny is in here. 216 Muscle holding it down.
What's going on, Sam?
There we go. How you been, man?
Good. Bijou, King, I missed y'all. Thank you. 46 years. 40. Why you
always trying it, man?
Man, 10 years. I don't look that old. 46 years old. 40. Shout out to my sister. She's 50 today.
Okay.
Nice.
Shout out, happy birthday, sis. Yeah. Shout out to my sister. She's 50. Whew, that's a no. I tell people all the time, it's real when that number in the front change.
I will trip you. Say 50 like that.
No, that's from All About the Benjamins. That's I got 50. When that number in the front change, that's when things get real.
Yeah.
That's when things get real. But we coming into this holiday season, y'all. I am in a giving spirit.
Okay.
All right. I am looking for 20 individuals that would like to train with me for free for 6 weeks, 2 days a week. I'm bringing back my 216 Muscle Zoom crew, so you'll be training right from home.
Okay.
I'm going to have 2 time slots, 5 a.m. and 3 p.m. So for the early risers, you can just get out of bed in your pajamas and jump on the Zoom and come work out with me. I'm looking for 20 individuals that I'm going to train for free. And what we're going to do is we're going to track your progress.
Okay.
We're going to do before picks. We're going to do picks at 3 weeks, and we're going to do picks at 6 weeks. If you're not serious about this, don't take one of them slots.
Yeah.
Don't take nobody's time if you're not serious about this. 20 people.
And this is 1 hour every morning.
It's going to be 1 hour, 2 days a week. Mondays and Wednesdays. I have a 5 a.m. slot and a 3 p.m. slot. I want 20 people.
How long you got to work out?
It's between 45 and 55 minutes. Each workout will be a little bit different. And when we do the workout today on IG, it'll be a sample of kind of what you can expect from these workouts. It's 45 to 55 minutes.
And Kenya will be
on the 5 a.m.
On the 5, she can do the 3 p.m.
She can do the 3. She can double up.
I think you have
Kenya can
two
do
great
both.
options for her.
Yeah.
Kenya can do both. Double up. Just do both.
Yes.
5
I'm
a.m.
so
and
happy
3
my
p.m.
family wants me
And
to be
we have a camera crew here today, so you actually can work out.
And yes, so that way we can give you your sample workout.
That's right. Now, if you want one of these 20 spots, all you got to do is follow me on Instagram at 216muscle and send me a DM. Y'all know what y'all got to say. Sam said.
Sam said.
I can get in here and work out 5 a.m.
For the freezer.
Sam said we're not waiting until January to get moving. We start next week.
Next week. It's better that way, too.
Monday and Wednesday. 2 days a week for free training with 216 Muscle.
So let me ask you a question, right? I know you got a tip for us, but for those who are like starting to, to get their routine, how do they keep their routine up so they can stay focused?
The one thing you got to do is find, this is real talk, y'all, find a crew.
Mm-hmm.
Like we was just talking off the air about gang culture and stuff like that. find you a fit gang. Okay? Because like real talk, like my clients, I created a group with just my clients in it. And over the past 5 years since I've been doing this full time, the friendships that have been built out of my client base is just awesome. So now it gets to the point where Sam is asking Bijou, I ain't got to say nothing. Sam said, Bijou, where was you at? Where was you at this morning? So, and now my clients are doing that for each other. They become each other's accountability coaches. When you're it's tough, just like anything in life. When you're getting up and doing it by yourself, anybody that's got a doctorate, they put you in a cohort for a reason. Yeah. You need people. Sam, Phi Beta Sigma, come. Yeah. Can you imagine anybody that's going through the process of joining a fraternity or sorority by themselves? How tough that is to be a solo dolo. What? But when you have line brothers and line sisters, it's the same thing. Get a crew. When you got a group with you that has similar goals and y'all walking in that same faith and the same path, same thing with anything else in life. When you got a crew with you, that helps a lot. Yeah. That helps a lot.
What tip you got for us today?
It's getting cold outside. Look, I'm a non-coat wearer, okay? We talked about that.
Did just walk in here.
Well,
I gotta pay attention.
I thought that was his coat in the back. That's your coat in the back.
No, that's Bijou's coat. We talked about this. I want to say when I first started doing this, we talked about this. Let's get over the myth that cold air causes sickness.
I'm gonna ride with it. I'm gonna ride with this.
Man.
They tell the older person that cold air
Yeah,
catches me in my throat.
No,
you surely will.
The reason this, but now this is why it's more important to get your nutrition in the winter. Make sure you're working out in the winter. I recommend a multivitamin in the winter because your immune system is weaker because we're all indoors together in the winter and our vitamin D levels drop. Mm-hmm. So it's not necessarily the cold air that makes us sicker. It's the overcast for 6 months. It's being inside with everybody for 6 months. Well, it's kind of crazy because we think about COVID. One of the reasons it spread the way it did is because they made everybody go in together. So now I'm in the house, I'm giving it to you, you giving it to her, you giving it to him, and da-da-da-da-da. Whatever, because they still... Yeah. That's how sickness spreads.
No, but everybody, you weren't around as many people.
Did you stay in the house the whole time? Did you stay in the house the whole time?
Well, most of the time.
People was out, people was mingling, they was in the places where they could go. They was in Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. And then they was coming back home, bringing that with them, and then sitting in the house with their family. Yeah. And because you're sitting in it, it makes it spread faster than being active, getting out, making sure you're eating right. Again, your multivitamins and stuff are important because you're not getting any natural vitamin D. So you may need to supplement
and all that stuff.
Your turmeric, your sea moss, your vitamin D, B12 is huge. Yeah. Your vitamin B12 is huge. So I recommend just a multivitamin that pretty much covers all of that, so you ain't got to take a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay.
But get your multivitamin in, stay active. Your we had Thanksgiving, now we got Christmas coming. Your nutrition is important in between those times because those are the things that break down your immune system. When you're not eating right, you're not getting your vitamin D, you're not drinking your water, and that's the major thing that leads to sickness.
All right. And how can they reach you so they can sign up right quick?
Everything, 216muscle on all social media. Go now. Sam said 216muscle on Instagram. Follow me and send me a DM. I got 20 spots for y'all for free.
ZAK, we be right back.
I'm so dry right now. I'm dehydrated.
I'm dehydrated.
I ain't get my water in today. That's what, like, people be like, oh my God, my lips are dry. Yeah, you dehydrated. You're already dehydrated once your lips are dry. That's a new one?
No, I've been there for a while.
Oh, okay.
So when I sign up at 5 o'clock in the morning, looking crazy, is it gonna be some people on there too?
It's gonna be people on there, but I prefer for people to have their camera on so that I can check their form and make sure they're doing things properly. But you don't have to have your camera on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have the option to not have your camera on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used to do my Zoom crew. It started during COVID. We used to have like 40, 50 people on there because everybody was at home. We used to have like 40, 50 people on there just working out. And it like half of them wouldn't have their camera on. You know, I'm hoping you're not just getting up at 5 a.m. to sit on the couch and watch other people work out. I hope you're actually participating. Like, you know, why take the time to set your camera up, get on Zoom at 5 a.m. to not? So I trust that even the people that don't have their camera on are working. But that's also why we do photo check-in day 1, photo check-in day 3, photo check-in day 6, because those pictures will tell me whether or not you was just sitting there with your camera on.
Well, I'm sure there's a diet requirement as well.
Oh, there's nutrition. You get all that. You get a nutrition plan and everything.
What's your nutrition plan?
So it's for this program, it's a build your plan. So it says basically, if you're vegan, these are suggested meals that you can do, how many calories you should have a day if your goal is to lose weight.
Do you have a side piece of cake in there?
No. But this is the one thing I tell people. I don't ever tell people they can't have anything. We've had this conversation with me and my ice cream. I don't ever tell people they can't have anything. Just understand what it's going to do and how it affects your plan. So when I do my pint of ice cream, which no, I can't do it. I had Thanksgiving cake last week. But I usually do my pint of ice cream like every 2 or 3 months. Instead of having a full dinner meal like I normally would and then eating the pint of ice cream for dessert, I just replace dinner with the pint of ice cream. So I get to enjoy my ice cream.
Well, like, you forget that. Right. You just said after food. I'm right. Ice cream.
Yeah, because then I get to enjoy, I get to indulge in something I enjoy without increasing my calories. So then even though, you know, you got the sugar in there and dairy ain't the best thing for you and everything like that, I'm not exacerbating that by adding those calories on top of a full meal. Like I did a whole post when I went on my birthday cruise last year. I gained 14 pounds
on a cruise
in 7 days because all that food is unlimited.
Right.
14 pounds in 7 days. Now most of that is gonna be water weight, but some of that is weight.
Oh, you need some greens.
Ma'am, I ate a salad with every meal. I was also eating. They would bring the bread to the table. Tari wasn't eating her bread. I would eat the whole basket of bread. And then on the cruises, the food, I would get 3 entrees. I would get 2 desserts. I would get up at midnight and just go up to the Lido deck and get some pizza. Like, I was just eating.
But you burn a lot.
That's true. Yeah. But this time I went on with a plan. So what I did was I got up, I worked out on that one too, but I got up every morning and worked out. I made sure I had my coffee because coffee is a natural diuretic, so it keeps you regular. But for breakfast, all I would have was my protein, a small side of the breakfast potatoes, and fruit, and two hard-boiled eggs.
I do my when I do carbs, so I learned to eat differently. I do my carbs last, eat all the protein.
Yes. Thank you, Sam.
You don't have enough. You know what I'm saying? You're full, right? You're not,
the protein fills you up.
Fills you up.
Yes.
You eat them potatoes, you
be hungrier,
right?
If you just
right. And now you put that sugar to make you.
And then for dinner, we didn't even have the bread come to the table. And every night for dessert, I just had fresh fruit. I allowed myself to have the cheesecake for dessert one night while I was on the cruise. And not only did I not, and I was drinking. We went on a rum tasting tour. We toured a rum factory and did a rum tasting. It was so good. It was so smooth.
Y'all was feeling good by the time y'all got
back.
Look,
I got back on that.
And they got workout stuff on the
Oh yeah, they got a full gym on the ship. Yeah, they got a full gym. I was getting up every morning. So it was a 7-day cruise. I lifted 3 of the 7 days. Okay. But I got up and at least walked 4 of the 7 days. We took our pickleball paddles with us. They had a pickleball tournament on the cruise. We did that. We played pickleball at the Lifetime down in Miami on the Sunday before the cruise left and on the Sunday when the cruise got back. So I stayed active, but really I avoided the desserts. I avoided the bread. So I would still get 2 or 3 entrees, but I would get steak, the lobster, and I don't know, they had like beef Wellington or something like that, whatever. But I wouldn't eat all the sides. I would just eat the protein same way. And then I would eat the green beans and the asparagus. I would leave the potatoes alone. I would leave the, so that this time I actually lost half a pound on the cruise. So I did good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and then I saw my pictures from the beach this time and I was like, yeah, that's how they supposed to look. Because the ones from last year, I didn't even post them pictures. Because it just all sits right in your stomach. When you gain weight fast, weight fast like that, look, I had one part, I just cropped it up my chest. All you can see was my chest and my shoulders. Because when you gain weight fast like that, again, a lot of it is water weight. It's just like a little pocket.
Yes.
Right in your stomach. So, but this time I was cool. I was cool this time.
But when them numbers change, you didn't have changes in your body.
Man. And then the other thing, I got on the scale because we flew in to Miami that morning. And like I said, we went to Lifetime before we got on the boat. I got on the scale that morning at Lifetime before we left. And I got on the scale as soon as we got off that boat at Lifetime when we got back to, I'm like, this time I'm on it. I'm making sure I don't gain all that weight. So, but it's cool. I enjoyed it though. People were like, you must not have been, I was eating.
I know I get out of, I know when I'm out of pocket as far as my weight is concerned. It's just my activity levels vary.
Yeah. And then, I mean, I felt better this group. Like, I could feel it. You know, when you put on that much weight that fast, you feel lethargic.
Yeah.
My back was tight.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do on vacation anyway. You're supposed to be lethargic and sit around and eat and,
No.
enjoy yourself.
No.
Get a massage.
I can do all that
Yeah,
and still feel good. I can do all that and still feel good.
I don't know. I've totally changed. Like even holidays, I'm not doing that to myself.
Nope.
I'm not about to be tripping.
Although my mama made that caramel cake this time, and
That pie's so sweet.
oh my gosh, it was
I
so
don't even
good.
remember how sweet a caramel cake is.
It was so.
Just straight sugar.
Sound like.
Look, I cut a piece of cake. My father was like, "Now, see, don't you come in here talking to us no more about the snacks we keep it in the house. Look at the size of that cake." I said, "But this is one day for me."
One day.
I said,
Not
"Y'all got
every day
snacks
for
in
you.
the house all day, every day,
What wrong?
365."
I told Zoe get the strawberry homemade cake out the refrigerator. So she
Strawberry homemade.
I said,
Have you ever
yeah.
had one of Jamie's cheesecakes?
Yeah. I hear about it. I ain't had it yet.
Bro,
I told her get it out.
Have you been eating some every day, Sam?
Man, I came in last night.
Look,
On the refrigerator. You know, I drink
sound
water
like
all
trouble.
day. You see, I drink water
Yeah.
all day. All I wanted to go give me some, some water.
And that's what that
And the cake was like.
Isn't that's the meme I showed you? It was like you go for water,
Right.
the next thing you know,
Right.
you sitting there having a whole meal.
Man, I had a slice of cherry cheese pie last night.
Cherry cheese pie?
Yeah.
What is
That
that?
sounds good.
So it's a graham cracker crust similar to a cheesecake,
Like a cheesecake.
but then it's a cream pie and with fresh cherries on top.
See, that
It
sounds
is so good.
Your mom made that?
No, Tari makes that.
A cherry cheese.
Cherry cheese pie. And
I never
then, wait,
heard that.
her daughter only 15 years old. This baby got an old soul in her. She makes the best macaroni and cheese I've ever had in my life. And she's been making it since she was like 11.
That's hilarious.
The best.
I don't know where we're
She got an old soul in her because she just
yeah.
well Tari is, but her
Yeah.
kids
Oh, you
raised
don't
up here.
Okay.
But she asked her
Tell,
like 3-4 years ago, Mom,
Chloe.
can I make
Chloe, right?
the macaroni and cheese?
I gotta record
And so
something
she
for
just
them
made it
for
from
banging.
scratch,
I'm trying to
oven
hold it.
macaroni, and I'm
Until
talking
now.
about.
So good.
So now
Y'all get
that's her
started.
job.
Well, y'all doing it
Every
I'll start
year.
this video for her.
Every year, that's her job.
Who do what? Who do
I
what?
gotta do this video for the cruise.
What cruise?
Tom Joyner cruise.
Where we going? Oh,
You like a cruise.
That's what I
boy.
said.
You
Where
love
we
a
going?
cruise.
That's in October, so
He love a cruise.
we said we might not do the cruise next year though. We might just go somewhere and stay next year. She wants to go back to the Dominican. No, not the Dominican. St. Thomas. We've both been to St. Thomas, but we've never been there to stay.
All right, come on, work.
So we
these
want to
out
go
right quick.
to St. Thomas.
I mean, you about to get worked out. Oh no, we got you today.
You looking all?
No, I always look comfortable.
Spiffy.
I'm always gonna be comfortable.
Why y'all be just throwing
I
each
don't
other
know
under the
because
bus
she don't
like
never
this?
do. We just want to get her working out a little bit.
And he
'Cause
got the
I
phone.
really want you to do
so
it.
he can record
You need to
right
really
there.
do it. You need to really do his program. You'll feel so good.
I do. I want to do it.
Come on, Kenya, let's get it. Look, it's gonna sound like, come on, Cletus. How you doing?
Hi, I'm Coley.
How you doing, Coley?
Good. How are you?
I'm
This is
well. I'm
Bay.
Benjamin.
Hi, Ben. Camila. Y'all remember her? It's so random.
Hold on.
She's calling me.
Okay,
She used to work here too, which is
Really?
crazy.
Camila. Not even
She was in
Really?
promotions.
Not
I'm gonna start talking about people
Camila.
I'm on the
Camila.
line.
It was way,
Oh.
it was a long time ago.
Who is
She was like a beauty pageant girl.
Oh, her name was a